Hey, Perry Peacock here with a little quick tip for you today. And this really will be quick. I won't even be long-winded or anything. Hold it, I already am. Anyway, this is just a little tip that I've showed a few people this winter for starting fires in tough conditions, particularly when it might be a little bit too windy to normally get one started. Not too windy to run it after it's going, but a little tough that way. Rather than go get in some sheltered spot to start it and use a twig bundle, there are some other ways you can do it. And one of those is if you have a Trangia spirit burner or any of the others that are similar to this that burn alcohol, this can make a very nice, effective fire starter. When it comes down to it and you got to start a fire, you use whatever you got to do. This right here is a good way to do it. It's pretty darn safe, about as safe as it can be. Let me just show you something. We discovered this by accident a number of years ago out on a winter camp, and we had lit one of these Trangias and had been using it behind some sheltered rocks. And one of my buddies picked it up and held it up in the wind. The wind was blowing pretty stout, and we were getting flames out of this thing, 2 feet long, and it didn't blow out. I mean, we're doing all kinds of stuff and it wouldn't blow it out. So ever since then, I've remembered this does make a good fire starter when there's a wind, because it doesn't blow out. So you can take whatever you want, get it started, and once that flame is started, I don't know if you can hear that. A wind blowing across the top of it generally will not put it out. Okay, so here we've got our little burner going here. And let me position like this so I can show you how we extricate this thing when it's done. So even if I've got some damp stuff or whatever, I can lay whatever I want to over the top of this and let it, if it needs to dry it out a little bit or something like that. We actually want our stuff to be a little closer together here so it'll get, whoops. Some of this is some hawthorn, so it's got some thorns in it. There we go. Anyway, so you see the idea, even if it actually snowed and rained some today, so everything up here is a little bit on the damp side. So, that is a kind of an issue. But anyway, once your fire gets going good and that sort of thing, you can pull this thing out of there. Get it back out of the fire there. Take your lid, drop it right down on there, flush it out, and we're good to go. Now I'm not going to worry about trying to keep this thing going. I just wanted to show you I've got another fire going for tonight anyway. But anyway, so that's the quick, not so quick tip. So I still took a while. Anyway, so don't let anybody tell you, oh, you can't start a fire like that, that ain't right, or whatever. In my estimation, learn all the different ways you can possibly, conceivably think of to start a fire, and learn to do it with them. I mean, you never know what kind of condition you might be in sometime, and that might be the thing you got to do. Maybe sometime you're injured or whatever, and you can't do much or whatever, and maybe using something like this might be a way that you can do one-handed or something like that. You don't have to fuss with it, and you can sit there and get it going, So, to me, it's just another tool. Every method that we use to start a fire is another tool of fire starting. So, anyway, this is your not-so-quick tip with Perry Peacock Wilderness Innovation. Have a great day. Be safe in the woods. And use all the resources you have at your disposal. Have a great day. Bye.